Looks like we have here a 1973 Checker Marathon 812 wagon, 812W. This one appears to have driven from Colorado all the way over to Elkhart, Indiana. Here we're at the Microtel Hotel. This driver has come here to show, but looks actually more like they came here to trade, because I see lots of parts and stuff in the back. There's a bumper, so a lot of good stuff here. Very, very solid car. This car is, well, close to 45 years old, and you can really see that there's minimal rust on it. It looks really solid, straight down the lines. This air dam has a rubber fixture on the front of it, and then there's some spacing which would have been filled in with vinyl. This is a hydraulic bumper. This was a 1-year only bumper. This was for the federally mandated bumpers, mandated in 1972, and a year later, after 73, for the 74 line, they went to the large girder bumpers that many people don't like. So this is the last year for the standard bumpers. If you notice in the back, it's just a regular bumper in the back. It's not hydraulic. So the hydraulics are only in the front. As I said before, the car is really solid. The only rust I see is just some crunching here on the rain gutter, I'm sorry. And but by and large, like the other side, it's again solid and very straight. Dirty, yes. I mean, let's be fair though, it drove across the country. But I don't think that this car has probably been polished in about 10 years. The paint's very oxidized. But again, a little soap and water and a little polish and elbow grease, and you can make a car like this look really nice. I actually like the little hubcaps and with the black wheels and then the white walls. That's actually a nice little feature, as opposed to the full wheel covers, which sometimes to me look a little gaudy. The poverty caps look actually kind of nice on this one. So we'll wrap up this video and hopefully get some more videos over the next 6 or 7 hours. Well, we have another nice Checker. This is a Checker Marathon A12E, and the E stands for extended wheelbase. See this big door? This is the indicator that it's a longer, wider Checker. Some people call them limos. They're not technically limos. They did have a limo model, not this one, no. Very unique mustard color. Big girder bumpers. I love the big bumper guards as well. They actually balance out the bumper. Oh. And very nice drab tan color. This Checker looks kind of ordinary to some folks when you look at it from this angle. But if I were to pull back, you're going to see that it's a Checker Aerobus. This is technically an Aerobus 15. They were produced from 1976 to 1978. John Logan was actually the head engineer at Checker to effectively design this, and what makes it unique is that it's a standard Checker front end with a standard long wheelbase rear end sedan, and then 2 doors in the middle. So it's an 8-door, but what makes it different from other 8-door limos is that this actually has an extra rear seat. So you have the rear seat, and then you have these jump seats, and then you have standard benches, 3 benches in the main cabin. This is owned by Bill Birkins. Bill spared no expense when he worked on this car, and it definitely shows. It's probably one of the most outstanding checker aero buses ever restored. Look at the polished bumpers with also the polished bumper guards. These really look at how straight the line is here. This really makes this checker stand out. Again, he opted for chrome. I don't think in 78, 77 they were still using chrome for the headlights, but they look great. And again, these bumpers look absolutely fantastic. A lot of folks don't like the girder bumpers, but I think the girder bumpers proportionately are similar to the 59 and 60 era checkers with a straight across bumper. Very, very nice. This checker is owned by Dan Veenstra from Kalamazoo, Michigan. And this is a unique car in that it's still a working checker. Dan uses this in his real estate business. So as he takes his customers out to view new homes, he actually gets to take them in checkers. Very nice, sort of a limo style with the moonroof here. You notice the little taser lamps here in the back as well for reading. He also has the really nice chrome visors that go over the window frames. Again, Dan has had this car for a number of years. He actually has the moonroof as well. Very nice car. This is a 1973 checker. It's owned by Paul Worth from Georgia. Paul drove it up from Georgia to Indiana. Very nice wheels. This car was restored about 15 years ago. Again, nice job. We got, of course, throwing carriages because we're in Amish country. He actually has slightly modified the taillights with LEDs and this little shade. Again, very nice ride from Georgia, and again you can see as well, very straight. This is a 1967 checker. It's owned by Tony Mattern. This car gets around. I've seen this car in Georgia. I've seen this car in Pennsylvania. Here it is in Indiana. He drove it up from Maryland. Nice unit. He's had it for a number of years. I know he had some issues with the windshield, and unfortunately he was not able to get the chrome back into the windscreen, but he has chrome for the rest of the windows. This was restored probably about 20 years ago. It's been in very good shape. And as you can see, it's used regularly, and more importantly, he has no fears of taking it on long trips. I know absolutely nothing about this checker, but I can tell you from this posting it's a 1966, and it appears to be from Illinois. Two-tone baby blue with a white roof. I love the little poverty hubcaps on white wheels with white walls. Very straight looking checker. It's A12. So this looks like a, they had, I think they had an A12 Deluxe and an A12 Special. I'm guessing that this is an A12 Special. which would give it a slightly different level of interior fittings and trim. Nice, very nice car. And again, nice to see. Probably drove about 200 miles to get here. Well, this is, well, I don't know what to tell you. This is kind of rough, dull paint, chipped up. It has the unfortunate issue of being a wink off. So this appears to be a Checker A11, and then Marvin Winkoff in Fort Lauderdale, Florida would have modified it by putting on this trim and the two-toning and the moonroof and the opera lamp. Again, big mirrors. Wheels probably are not stock, but these Winkoffs, yeah, I guess the best way to put it is you love it or hate them. They definitely call attention to yourself being a pimped out version of a Checker. The only major modification I can see on this one is that this has been modified with the bumper. If you notice the bumper over here, it sticks out a little more, and this bumper has been actually altered, and it now is sitting closer to the body. The Gray Ghost. This is an Ohio car, 1979. This is owned by Ron Leitz. Ron's a longtime Checker guy. You can notice here is that very unique interior. I don't think it's factory, but it's interesting no less. Notice the dashboard as well. At this point, by 1979, Checker was only using one dashboard in all their cars, which is the taxi cab dashboard. They got away from the far more elegant wood grain paneled Marathon dashboard that was used from 1962 to about, I'm going to say about 1975. Overall, nice car. No moonroof, just a solid roof. And seems to be pretty straight as well. I would imagine there might be a little bit of a rust issue here. Again, he has the straight across bumpers. I love, again, the bumper guards, but unfortunately the bumpers are painted white, balanced against the chrome bumpers. It kind of cheapens it a little bit, if you don't mind me saying. But typical Checkers, door locks don't necessarily close tight, but it's still a nice Checker no less. This is a 1982 Checker owned by Zandra and Tim Bowers of Indiana. Really nice car. Actually, I would tell you this car is spectacular. It definitely is classy. Has some of the features of a Winkoff, but just very well delivered. Very nice wire wheels. They're simulated wire wheels, but they're very nice. You've got some nice chrome and pinstriping. Very nice red sunroof, the visors. This is a Winkoff as well. Also the polished bumpers. But as I've said in the past, these Winkoffs are kind of hit or miss. This one is nice. They did a really nice job manufacturing and converting this essentially from a taxi to a high-end car versus the other version that we were looking at over here earlier, which is sort of half-assed. But this one is very nice. Got Checker, so I guess that's a little play on the old Gotten Milk campaign. Don't know this car. I don't think I've ever seen this Checker before. This is interesting. This one is a 73, owned by John Wilkinson. Okay, Okay, I know he's from Illinois, so this is the Wilkinson car. I know a significant amount of money was spent restoring this over the last couple of years. He's fairly prolific on Facebook, not in our group, but in others. This is a 73, so as well you can see it has the very unique bumpers. If you remember earlier, we showed the wagon that it didn't have its rubber valance, which was lost. So this is metal, so that's your standard valance, and then you have a rubber valance attached to allow for protection from things coming up from the road. Last one. This is I think an 81 from Illinois. I won't spend too much time on this one, but you can see there's a lot of probably rust issues underneath that vinyl roof with the tape and the wrinkled roof and the serious texturing issues up here. Beyond that, it's a very solid car, so it's always a challenge to see these checkers where the bottom half is in really nice shape, yet the roofs itself are somewhat challenged.
I did want to thank the State Farm for the donations for the giveaway table, as well as those 3 grand each downtown Middleborough, gift cards for Dave Freedom, Barnes & Hoover Hardware.
Bill has done a fantastic job on this car. He spared no expense was spared.
We'll see how many cars are insured. Bring the car and